Welcome to another edition of the In the Ring Show with me, Devious Damien, and once again, entertaining ourselves while entertaining you. Today, this topic is going to be the WWE needs to turn John Cena heel. Now, this is something that's been on my mind for quite a while. Excuse me. Anyway, the reason they need to... There's a bunch of reasons I feel they need to turn him heel. With one of them simply being the fact that, Vince's main target audience, males 18 and up, which is at least 70% of his audience, doesn't want to see this fucking guy. They cannot stand this guy. He gets booed out of the building by these guys. And, but Vince is like, oh, well, we don't want to turn him heel, Okay, I understand that kids love him and that, because, kids really want to see, him at, like Make-A-Wish and all those other charity organizations. And, I respect Cena for doing all his charity work. And I've actually met the guy in person. And if he actually is the way off camera that he is when I met him, then he is a good guy. I won't take that away from him. But, the reason he's hated so much by a lot of fans is because, he portrays that wholesome fucking image. And that kind of good guy went out a long time ago. That hasn't been cool since Hulk Hogan. There's a reason why they had to change, the kind of babyface they put out there. Is because fans got tired of the whole wholesome bullshit. They got tired of the guy who was so wholesome he should have been appearing on episodes of Leave It to Beaver. They got sick. Fans grew tired of that kind of guy. Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, when Hogan goes out there now, he gets pops. Yeah, but see, the difference is, he gets the whole, what I call the nostalgia pop. It's because a lot of fans remember him from back in the day, and he gets like the whole nostalgia thing. It brings him back to when they were kids. So it's like a nostalgic thing. Now, maybe 10, 20 years from now, if Cena went away from wrestling for a while, would he get that? He might. But the problem is, right now, is I think it's a combination of Vince McMahon and Cena both. They're content to want to shove this wholesome bullshit down our throats. And, what both of them need to realize is, the more you try to force somebody to like something, the more they're just going to be like, fuck you, we don't like it. And the thing is, the kids love his whole, wholesome personality, but, does Vince really think for 1 second that this whole wholesome thing that John Cena does he really think this exists outside of wrestling? In the real world, do you really see this wholesome bullshit? Do you really see these fucking families that should be on Leave It to Beaver? Do you really see that shit in today's society? Very little, if at all. The things kids are exposed to today are far from wholesome. It's not the kind of thing that John Cena preaches about. Rise above hate and blah 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 blah. And all those other wholesome bullshit that he spits out of his fucking mouth. The wholesome world that he seems to think he can operate in, it just does not exist. And does he really think he's fooling anybody by trying to pretend it does? Maybe in the WWE it exists, but, outside of that, outside of those, couple hours that you see on Raw every week with him on it, do the kids see it any of the rest of the time? I highly doubt it. And of course, Of course John Cena is the #1 requested celebrity, but, as far as Make-A-Wish and, like things like that. Do you know why? It's because of his wholesome fucking image. That's the only reason why. I guarantee you, if he didn't have that wholesome fucking image, do you really think kids would give a shit about him? No, they wouldn't, because they buy his whole fucking wholesome bullshit. His message of rise above hate, in my opinion, you want to know what that is? That's just the 2012 version of, well, something, brother, you should train, say your prayers, and take your vitamins, brother. Yeah, he's just doing a modern Hulk Hogan. That's all he's doing. And yeah, the kids love it because, kids loved Hulk Hogan back then too. And, like I said, yeah, he gets the nostalgia pop. Hogan does. But, like I said, what John Cena would have to do to ever get something like that is he'd have to drop out of the business for quite a while. To a point where, the kids now are like teenagers or maybe or adults or whatever. And they would remember him and feel like kids again. Like those young kids that cheer him now. Vince, how... Now here's what I want to know, Vince. How can you basically say that what 70% of your fan base wants doesn't fucking matter? Because that 70% that's males 18 and up, they want to see this guy turn heel. Because in their opinion, maybe, just maybe, they'd actually wouldn't mind paying to see this guy if he turned heel. But no, you want to take, your biggest money maker, and I don't mean Cena, I mean the fans who pay to see your shit. Because quite honestly, without the fans, you wouldn't have a dime in your pocket, Vince, and you fucking know it. So, you want to say, oh, well, what 70% of who watches my show, what they want, fuck you, it doesn't matter. We're going to keep shoving this wholesome bullshit down your fucking throat. Hey, Vince. Listen to what your fans want. Okay? See, I know women and children love John Cena. The children love him because of the wholesome bullshit. And I will bet you dollars to fucking donuts that if you took away Cena's perfect fucking body, his perfect fucking smile, and his fucking, his fucking great old fucking personality that he portrays on TV, you take away all that, but especially the smile and the body, do you really think women would fucking want him? Hell the fuck no. I'm telling you right now, no woman would give a shit about who the fuck he was if it wasn't for his fucking looks. That's the way it fucking is. And all you women out there can tell me I'm fucking wrong. Fuck you. No, I'm not. Alright? Because if John Cena did not look the way he looks, you would not give two shits about who the fuck he was. I guarantee you, how many Hollywood actors that you don't find attractive movies will you actually watch? One or two maybe. But, you won't watch Clint Eastwood because, oh my god, he's old and ugly. But you'll watch...
I watch Clint Eastwood. He's a good actor.
I'm talking about most women. You'll watch Brad Pitt. You'll watch George Clooney. You'll watch... fucking Channing Tatum, Matt Damon. You'll watch guys like that because, oh my god, they're so hot! Ah! And that's the reason you love John Cena, because, like I just said, oh, he's so hot, oh my god! That's the reason you women care about him. But guys like me who know that this wholesome bullshit doesn't fly anymore, that's why we want to see Cena turn heel. This wholesome bullshit doesn't cut it anymore with the fans. It doesn't cut it. And some parents love him because he's a good role model for their kids. Yeah, because he portrays an image that doesn't exist in the real world. That's why. Anyway, let me people let me know what you think. I know a lot of you are going to agree with me, because I know a lot of people think that John Cena needs to turn heel. Anyway, this has been another edition of the In the Ropes Show. This is Devious Damien signing off.